finding your own unique art style is something that I used to obsess over when I was starting out drawing. I wanted to have my own distinctive style, and that can be very, very limiting. It can really slow down your progression of your art practice if you dwell too much on creating a unique style. I find the better way to go about it is to just focus on just looking at the artists that you admire. Just gravitate to the things that you find cool. Instead of trying to create something original, just imitate what you see. Imitate the stuff that you find interesting and appealing. And yeah, this idea of studying from the artists you admire is something that I'm very, very big on. And I've seen quite a few improvements in my own art whenever I tried doing this exercise of just experimenting, trying out different techniques, seeing the things that you find appealing, and just recreating them, but not for the sole purpose of just copying, but for the purpose of trying to understand what it is exactly that you are drawing. Try to think about how the artist might have felt or how they might have been thinking when they drew a specific shape in a specific way. So yeah, just experiment. Don't worry about coming up with a unique style. That will happen over time as long as your art style will be a combination of all the things that you find appealing and interesting. These things, the things that influence you, they will play a big role in carving out a unique artistic language that only belongs to you. So don't worry about coming up with an art style. That will happen over time. And yeah, like I said, just try different things, different art styles, even experiment with different mediums. Like if you only, excuse me, if you only draw with pencil on a paper, maybe try drawing with a pen. See how that feels. It can be very uncomfortable. But it creates a different look to your art, or maybe you can experiment with painting, whatever you find interesting, and of course you can experiment with digital art as well, if that is what is appealing to you, so it's all about just trying different things, not being stuck on one way of doing things, especially when you're starting out, and you will know the things that, because when you're trying out these different mediums, there's going to be a few things that you find yourself gravitating to, For example, with me, I drew with pencil on paper for a very long time, and I liked it. I was very reluctant to transition from traditional drawing to digital. It took me a very long time. Yes, so many years. Because with digital, it was, every time I would try it, it just felt so uncomfortable. But that is the idea, stepping out of your comfort zone to try different things. And you might find that you end up liking this new way of doing things. And that will contribute to your art style, So yeah, don't worry about coming up with an art style. That will happen over time. And as you're busy trying different things, trying different techniques, you will find that there are some recurring things that you keep coming back to, like maybe a specific way of drawing eyes, or the way you draw your figures, the proportions of your figures. Maybe they're a bit stylized, or maybe they're more realistic. You find yourself, so pay attention to the stuff you just find yourself coming back to, and really lean into that. The idea is to make sure that you are gravitating to what is appealing to you and what is fun to do, and that will definitely move you forward in terms of coming up with your own unique artistic voice. And one of the things to achieve this also is this idea of creating personal projects. Maybe you maybe want to make like a 3-page comic story, and doing that. So for example, say you want to make a 5-page comic, and you start writing your story, and you decide on a specific you're gonna have to decide on a specific theme for your story. Maybe it's like a sci-fi type of a story, and that will lead you to explore this specific genre and the look of it, and that will definitely contribute to your own artistic voice, because different genres, focusing on different genres, can also lead you to explore different things that you might have never thought of drawing, and you might actually find them appealing. So yeah, it all comes back to just trying different things and honing in on the stuff you find interesting. So yeah, coming up with an art style really is something that I find a lot of us artists or aspiring artists, we tend to beat ourselves over the head quite a bit, and that really shouldn't be the case, in my opinion. And yeah, just be patient with the process, enjoy yourself, have fun, and never stop exploring, never stop trying new things. And yeah, that you never know where that will lead, so be easy on yourself, have fun, keep drawing. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say today. Thank you for checking out my video, and I will catch you on the next one. Cheers.